Tonight on Treasure Hunt, we're down under on the island of Tasmania, or Tassie as it's known to the locals, home to these little guys, the Tasmanian devils. Now, he might look cute to you, but you don't want to get your fingers anywhere near that mouth. 19 national parks in Tasmania where you'll find these guys, so stay tuned for more devilish action.
Hello and welcome to Treasure Hunt, the show where our two contestants have to wrestle with 5 cryptic clues. If they get them all right, they win £2,000. Now today, Suzi is in Hobart, Tasmania. Quite a lucky devil, isn't she? Well, Hobart is Australia's second oldest city and its southernmost capital. With the River Derwent on one side and the imposing Mount Wellington on the other, Hobart is a laid-back harbour city, steeped in colonial heritage and blessed with a charming natural beauty. And charmed indeed am I to meet today's two contestants, ready and eager to get stuck into the first of our clues. They are Janet and Steve Wigley. Hello to you both. Now, what do you do for a living, Janet?
Well, I'm a housewife at the moment. I'm trained as a librarian, but at the moment I look after our children.
And Steve, what do you do?
I'm a primary school head teacher.
Ooh.
And I'm still upright.
Now, how did you meet? It's something to do with travel, isn't it?
Yeah, we both did languages at university and college, and we met on our year abroad in Strasbourg in France.
And if you won the big prize here tonight, would you put some of that money towards travel, Janet?
Well, we might do, yeah. We might go on holiday with the children, I expect.
But don't tell them.
I'm afraid they'll hear. And Janet, I know you've been somewhere exotic. You spent some of the summer in a tent in Shepton Mallet.
Oh, yes, that was very exciting, yes. Bearing in mind we live in Trowbridge, which is only how many miles?
Half an hour away.
Yes.
Well, listen, Janet, as you were saying, you're a librarian. We've got 1 or 2 books here that might help you along the way with the clues here today. The Chambers Dictionary, the obvious there, Guide to Films, things like that. Remember, you've got 40 minutes in all to crack the 5 clues, so you've got to work pretty quickly. Behind you are the more specific books. There's ones about Australia, and below there are some leaflets, some tourist leaflets about some of the sites we may or may not be visiting today. And last but not least, there's a CD-ROM, a computer there with a CD-ROM on it to help you out should you get stuck with any of the clues. OK, then. Suzi's keen to get started, standing by for our instructions, so let's find out exactly where she is in Hobart. So, Suzi, where is it?
I'm standing on Mount Nelson at the moment, just south of Hobart, so I'm looking north towards Hobart. There you are, the town there behind me.
Let's just switch our map light on here and try and find it, shall we?
OK, let me tell you a few things about Hobart then while you're doing that. Of course, it's the birthplace to the legendary Errol Flynn, and it's the finishing line to the Sydney to Hobart yacht race. And apparently in 1912, when Amundsen finished his epic journey to the South Pole, he came here to Hobart to get a bath and somewhere to stay. But he was so dirty and smelly, they thought he was a beggar and they turned him away. What are you going to do to get a hotel room round here? Well, fortunately, Dermot, we got one last night, so we're raring to go. Have you got that clue?
Let's
get on with it.
Start the clock, and here's clue number 1. Near 2 shades of brown, find Captain Tempest's underwater girl. On a Time Lord's vessel, make a beeline for a bowline. Near 2 shades of brown, find Captain Tempest's underwater girl. On a Time Lord's vessel, make a beeline for a bowline. Janet, Steve, first thoughts.
Well, Captain Tempest's underwater girl is Marina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Marina, Aquamarina.
You sing that again. Did you do the theme tune?
Right, 2 shades
I think it also, in the theme tune, was anything can happen in the next half
that.
hour, which
Yes,
is
oh dear.
which is absolutely true about
Let's go jump in the heli.
2 shades of brown.
No.
See which way they want us to go.
Is beach brown?
Right.
Beach could be right, could be Nutgrove Beach.
And then we need a marina.
Near 2 shades of brown, find Captain Tempest's underwater girl.
It's higher than normal, isn't it?
We do need some form of marina, so we need
tell
some
Suzi. Suzi, I think we've made some progress already.
OK, yes, which way?
Towards the water.
There's not much of that, Steve.
You are on an island. Could we go east
East.
northeast towards Nut Grove Beach to begin with.
Yeah, it could be nut and sand.
Because we think nut and beach are both 2 shades of brown.
Nut Beach.
Nut Grove
Nut
Beach.
Grove,
sorry.
Susie.
Nut Grove Beach, right.
Nut Grove Beach. Okay, find Captain Tempest Underwater Girl. So maybe we need to see if
Okay,
there's a
we're on our way,
leaflet
we're just taking
for
off.
Nut Grove Beach, see if there's a marina there.
Find a marina.
Where
Where
is
is it,
that
Steve?
then?
Oh, I
It's
see it
just
just
there.
there. Yeah,
It's
got it.
North
Okay.
East.
Shouldn't be too far.
Like a
Of course, we might be totally wrong, but you never
Soundman
know.
is Simon today, and our cameraman is the lovely guy, as always.
Yacht club.
And our pilot
Yacht clubs.
is called David.
Time Lord's
and he's
vessel
from,
make a beeline
Tasmania,
for a
right
bowline.
here.
Time Lord's vessel.
TARDIS.
You're a bit of a Doctor Who fan, aren't you? I know that.
It's a good clue, isn't it? Well done.
Right up your street. Well, how's that going to fit in?
Could be a police box.
We had to see quite a lot of Hobart and surrounding areas.
Instead, making a beeline for a
And,
bowline, we've got to look for
Tasmania itself
a knot
is
somewhere.
just a little bit smaller
Isn't it?
than
The
Ireland,
bowline.
a bit bigger
Yeah.
than Sri Lanka.
So it should possibly on a boat.
Let's see how they're getting on in the studio, see what they've got.
Susie, we're doing quite well here. I'll get Steve to fill you in.
Right, I'll have a look in here.
Tell me all.
Steve, tell
We're
Susie what you're
heading
thinking.
towards Nut Grove Beach, we believe, and we're trying to find out if there's a marina there.
Yes.
Then we think we probably need to find some... Well, we're not sure yet. We'll have to wait till we get there. But we've got to look for a Time Lord's vessel, so it may well be a police box. I don't know if they do
A police box?
Well, I don't know if they
Like
do
a
police
TARDIS?
boxes in... Yeah, like a TARDIS. I don't know if they do them in that country.
Doctor Who's TARDIS, yes.
But that's guesswork, really.
Well, that sounds quite good to me.
OK. Thank you very
What's
much.
The Captain Tempest's Underwater Girl.
Well, that's marina.
That's a marina.
That's just a...
we
Oh,
think.
yes, of course it is.
Aquamarina.
Yes.
I'm not going to sing
Absolutely.
again.
So I need to go to...
Go
I'm going
to...
to... No,
Are we happy with Nut Grove
Well, it
Beach?
could be
Are we
nuts
happy with
and
Nut Grove? Yeah.
sandy.
That sounds
It
very
could
Yeah,
be.
sandy and bay.
Sandy.
Yeah. Oh, Sandy
Bay,
Bay.
bay horse.
Bay's brown, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, it's near.
And
isn't
Yeah.
it?
And
Oh, and there is a
and
marina.
fitting
Oh, yeah,
the bill here is
okay,
right.
yeah.
Change
Thank you, Dermot.
Change of
Change
direction,
direction.
Susie.
Susie,
Yeah.
could we...
Steve?
Yeah. Could
there's
we...
not a marina there.
No, could we go north then to Sandy Bay?
Sandy Bay, then.
And in
please.
Sandy Bay there's something called the
Royal
RYCT,
Yacht Club of
Royal
Tasmania.
Yacht Club of Tasmania Marina.
And you've got a leaflet.
can
You've
see
got a
that,
leaflet there,
that's
Janet.
that,
haven't you?
yeah.
It's at the north end of... It's at the north end of Sandy Bay.
The north end of Sandy Bay, please. As close as we can get. Then do you want me to
Janet,
land?
tell us a
as
bit
soon as
about
we
this
get
marina.
there?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's a marina.
As soon as we get to the marina, shall I land as close as I can?
Yeah, land as close as you can to the marina. And
And then where do you want me to go?
then we want you...
Then you want me to find the
Then we need this Time Lord's vessel.
TARDIS?
We need this Time Lord's vessel after that.
Okay. A beeline for a
Just looks
bowline.
like
Yes.
Well, a beeline for a bowline, right.
Well, you have to go straight for some... I would imagine it's on some sort of ship and it's
gotta be something,
a knot
hasn't it?
on a ship somewhere.
But that then doesn't really fit with the Time Lord's
No,
vessel, unless
there,
there's
there might be
something-
There's lots of yachts in this harbour.
Unless there's a yacht called TARDIS.
That could be it.
Ah,
If there's anything.
good call, Steve. Yes, it could be that. We're just flying in now. I reckon we'll be landing in about,
Okay.
well, about 40 seconds.
See if there's a yacht that's bigger on the inside than on the outside.
What, like
thank
a girl's
you. It's so
handbag?
kind of
You
you
don't
to
know.
laugh.
You don't know till you get on it. Yes. Sorry, we were all stunned there, Steve.
All right, we're just coming in now. This is Sandy Bay area,
Okay.
Right.
as you can see. And to my left there, you've got the small marina. And we'll be landing where David can put us down
Yeah.
as soon as we can. And obviously we might have lost a little bit of time there waiting to...
Waiting to get to the right
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. I'm so sorry.
No,
This is the
don't worry.
history of the yacht club.
I'll
It's
go
been
as
there
fast as I
since,
can. I can't see any big
1880.
ships or anything. All I can see
1880, the Yacht Club was founded, right?
are
This
yachts.
this Sydney Hobart race that Susie was telling us about.
Unless
started in,
is there a... Would there be
1945.
a... Would there be a boat there for a doctor?
a boat there for a doctor.
Or would there be a medical boat or something?
I'll have a look. Doctor Who?
Doctor Who, indeed.
I used to love Doctor Who.
Yeah, I still do. Sad, but true.
It was so rubbish though, wasn't it? It was great. Right, just landing. Give me 10 seconds and I'm going to be off.
Lovely.
Now, how
Still a bit stuck here.
boats are there, Susie? I mean, you can't get round every
no.
one.
No, there's hundreds. You need to get something more specific.
We need to be more
we need to
specific
be
here,
more
Janet.
specific, yeah.
Thanks, David.
So,
Just wait for Simon to get
Time
out.
Lord's vessel, make a
Okay.
beeline for a
Time.
bowline.
Can you
Right,
see
what
anything
can
to
we
do
see?
with anything to do with a doctor?
Doctor. Doctor.
Let's have a look on here. Have a look on the map.
Anything in that leaflet?
I can't see anything in that leaflet, but
What's
that doesn't
that?
mean there isn't.
That's a crane, that's nothing. Doctor.
Right, I think
Sailing
we're
academy.
missing something obvious here.
Like this
So I'm at the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Going along.
Yeah.
See if there's anything doctory on this at all.
I need you to give me more.
Something else, really.
A beeline for a bowline.
Have a look there.
What about beeline for a bowline?
Do they have any displays
Is there
of knots? Sometimes
any
there are
knots
things
or
like
anything?
That. But why the Time Lord's vessel?
But why the Time Lord's
It's got to be
vessel?
on a Time Lord's vessel. It's got to be.
What about names of boats?
Names of boats.
Yeah.
It could be TARDIS, could be Doctor.
K9.
Yeah.
Blue Bayou. What's this
There's
one
too
called?
many for Suzi to
Yeah, there's
get
too
round,
many. We
aren't
need
there?
to specify it, don't we?
Let's just think
Civic
carefully here.
Carousel.
And Captain Tempest's underwater girl, we found that on a Time Lord's vessel, make a beeline for the bowline. Janet, what are you trying to dig
I
up
was
there?
just thinking if there's
Hannah.
anything else that it
Yes.
might be in, but I can't see anything there.
All we've got is this rather
Well, what's this one?
skinny leaflet on the yacht
Yes,
club.
and
Yeah,
it's just
there's not a lot
it's
there.
Tells about tells how you can
We're mi-
share a platter of
we're missing
superb
something
seafood
obvious.
with the locals.
Said that one, haven't we? Doctor. Kindred spirit.
Okay, I'm still looking through
Oh
here.
my goodness.
Getting a bit stuck here. Never mind.
Well, it's got to be something tied up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't narrow it down very much.
Is there a boat called Doctor something? Do you know?
Doctor Who out there.
Doctor Who where?
Susie's done it again. She's
Well
found
done,
something else.
Susie.
Thank you,
Excellent.
thank
You can have a share of the prize money.
She'll hold you to that.
Down as well.
I've got the contract here.
Doctor Who.
Right, in that.
Here it is, Doctor Who.
Lovely.
Here it is.
Good.
And then you've got to find somewhere where maybe some rigging or something.
It's a rigging. I've got to get on.
You've got to get
a
on.
bowline
A
do?
bowline
there.
holds the rigging at the bottom because it's easy to undo, isn't it?
You're a bit of a nautical man as well.
What's your name?
Rod,
Steve.
Rod, I'm looking for a clue on your boat.
what sort of clue?
She's talking to him.
Is there some rigging? Loads of rigging everywhere. I need you to give me more.
Make
The
a beeline. Is there a straight line? Can you go in a straight line
There's
over
one just
anywhere?
there.
I've got it.
Right,
You've
stop
got it.
the clock.
Brilliant. Well done, Susie.
Susie, just tell us where you found it.
Is that the bowline then?
That's a bowline, yeah.
Is that a knot?
That's a knot.
Oh, a bowline's a kind of knot.
Yes.
And I found it inside a knot
Well done.
on the Doctor Who boat.
Brilliant.
Now listen, I can tell you, very good news all round. Got the first answer. Well done. 12 seconds over. Mere bagatelle. You
12
can easily make
seconds.
that back. 12 seconds, more or less on time.
Not so bad.
And you've got the first £100.
Brilliant.
So not bad at all. Susie, we're a bit mystified in the studio here as to why they call that boat the Doctor Who. Do you know anything more about it?
I think they must have just really liked Doctor Who, and that's why they called it. Who was your favourite Doctor?
Oh, well, I went with Patrick Troughton, really. That was about my era. What was he? Was he the
Troughton?
second one? Second, Doctor Who 2. What about you?
Mine was Tom Baker, but I think they should make another Doctor Who, and you should be the Doctor, and I should be your assistant.
The mind boggles.
Would you like me to read out this clue?
Oh, we certainly would, Susie.
Right, here we go.
Let's start the clock.
To quote Horace Greeley, Orcus Cadence contains the oldest still. Walk inside to discover a strong, heavy-bodied porter.
Right, to quote Horace Greeley, Orcus Cadence contains the oldest still. Walk
Right.
inside to discover a strong,
Let's
heavy-bodied
get in the heli.
porter.
See where they want us to
First
go.
thoughts.
So we're just
Okay,
gonna leave
first
the,
thoughts.
Royal
I'm going to go
Yacht
to the
Club of
quotation book for
Tasmania.
Horace Greeley.
Let's find Horace
So
Greeley.
we're
Yeah.
Find out
120
whether
years
there's
old.
any whales.
But of course,
killer
it's a
whales.
huge supporter of the
Killer whale,
Hobart
right.
race. Right, in we get.
We need to find something. What about some kind of marine centre or something like that?
Thank you, David. Let's go.
Who was Horace Greeley, though? That's what we need to
Horace
find out.
Greeley,
What did he
American
say?
founder and editor of the New York Tribune.
Good.
Go west, young man.
Go west.
Susie, you need to
Go
go west.
Go west, young Susie.
That's left
Go
if you're
west.
looking up
Can we go
the
west,
right
please?
way.
Right, west.
I never knew he needed to
Let's move to this map
Yeah,
with the helicopter.
okay.
West from
West from Sandy Bay.
Right, we need to know
Okay.
where. Orcus
so,
Cadence.
Orcus Cadence.
No, that's unlikely. If we're heading west, going inland, that's unlikely to contain killer
no,
whales, so it must mean
isn't
something else.
So it must be something else, yeah.
Orcus Cadence contains the oldest
Okay.
still.
Oldest still. There's a Cascade Brewery over
There's a
there.
brewery.
Orcus Cadence. Cascade is in the middle of Orcus Cadence, look.
Oh, yes.
Contains the oldest still.
Orcus Cadence.
You need to go to the Cascade Brewery.
Cascade Brewery.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
loving that already.
west of you, and it's on the River Hobart.
On the River Hobart itself. Now, just talk us through how you got that, Steve. Orcus Cadence.
Orcus Cadence, in the middle of Orcus Cadence is the word Cascade.
Cascade, of course.
Cascade
right.
Brewery contains the oldest still. You'll find a still in the
is
brewery.
not still as in brewing, I see.
And then we
Very
need
well
to walk
done.
inside to discover a strong, heavy-bodied porter.
And what do you think that refers
Well,
to?
a porter could be
Or it could
what
be a
the
drink.
port is carried in, isn't it?
Yeah, or it could be
Or
the
it could-
drink.
Or there could be a
drink.
porter.
As in,
Stood
they
there.
used to call it porter, didn't they?
Yes.
It was an old drink.
Stout,
So is there
yeah,
a,
that kind of thing.
Do you
Guinnessy
want to look
type
for
of
a
drink.
leaflet?
Janet, what are you saying?
She's telling me off.
Porter is a sort of drink.
Porter, Susie, we're doing very well with this clue. Obviously,
Too well.
We remain to be corrected, but we think the porter refers to a form of drink, a form of stout.
Yes.
Still also refers to the brewing process. So you've got to get to that Cascade Brewery,
To
get
Australia's
inside, and then
oldest
tell us what you
brewery.
see. And don't tarry too long at that still.
And then I've got to dive into a barrel of port.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're dressed in, Susie, but at the
What have
Cascade
we got
Brewery,
here?
thongs and sandals are not permitted.
Now, I got caught with that when I'm in Australia. A thong there, when they talk about thongs, that just means your sandals.
Oh, that's all right then.
People say to me, you're wearing your thong.
You're
I'm
all
going, how
buzzers
can
in
you
the
tell?
studio today. I think you've all been on the port
There's a
already.
museum
Oh,
there
there-
as
yes.
well.
Yes,
There's a
beautiful
tour.
view.
right. So it's the oldest still.
Yeah. So
Susie, we reckon when you get to the brewery, there's
Yeah.
a museum attached to the
Oh.
brewery. And we reckon you've got to find the oldest still.
The oldest still.
The
in
oldest
museum.
still.
Here we have
Right.
Aha.
a taste of history, the Cascade Brewery.
David, how long do you reckon until we get there?
Half an hour.
There's no still. What else do you want to look Porter?
David,
What was
Comedy
that,
David,
Susie?
our pilot, said we'll be there in half an hour. Is that all right?
Take your time. We're in no hurry.
Cheeky. Do you know what the boys did to me?
What?
Guy and Simon were trying to wind me up. I don't know why they thought it would wind me up, but they were saying, oh, we've got a really beautiful female pilot for you. And they've been lusting over her for 2 days. And actually, it's David.
And is David beautiful and part-time
lovely
female,
David.
maybe? I don't know.
No.
No, right.
a man.
We'll let that one lie.
Are we here?
Do we know anything more about this
Oh,
brewery?
no, I can see it.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Can you smell it
Yeah,
yet?
it's down to my right
Found here the
side.
brewery
It's a
was-
really old building.
Excellent.
So we'll land as close as we can.
Lovely. I wonder, is there a map anywhere?
But here, the brewery was designed while the owner was in jail.
It's a bit like Scotland
He's
round
obviously
here,
dreaming
isn't
of
We
a
are
drink.
in Australia,
Dreaming of a drink when he got out, I suspect.
Well, those views, it's quite Scottish, isn't it? Quite kind of Edinburgh. A lot of the buildings with the
Now,
stone are quite
we may
similar.
think we've cracked it, but Susie's going to get in there. We really need to get her to focus
Yes,
down
we
on where
do.
the clue is.
Right, so let me just summarise again. I'm going to land.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping to land near the brewery, but I'm not sure how near we're going to be. Then I've got to go to the museum and find the oldest still.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm not sure. Look, it says
We're
Orcus
not-
Cadence contains the oldest
Yeah.
still, so that's a bit of information. You've got
Yeah.
to walk inside to discover a strong, heavy-bodied porter. Now, Janet, you were saying porter is a kind of beer. It's the dark, stout-like beer, isn't it? A heavy-bodied porter would therefore be...
Yeah, I mean, maybe she needs to ask someone
Yes.
where they make it.
Maybe you need to
Yeah.
get yourself a pint of Guinness.
Well, don't get me started. You know what I'm like after a pint of Guinness. Lightweight Perry, cheap dates and all that stuff. So, exactly, I'm a bit confused now on what I'm looking for.
Okay. We think. Can you see if is there a separate part of the building that's a museum? There's there's the brewery and then there's the museum.
Ah, right. Well, we need to be sure.
We need to be sure which one.
Just landing in the car park now, so I
Okay.
can't really see exactly what's what.
Beverage.
What kind of beers do they make here? We got
I'm
to
just
listen to
looking.
those.
It's stouts and things like that.
Oh, well, that's...
Oh,
that's
So that
We're
all
having a
fits
bit of
in
a
the role,
turbulent
doesn't it?
landing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the
okay.
name of this beer here, Bogues. Only in Australia.
Yes.
Lovely name, isn't it?
Right. Anyway, don't panic. We're
Yeah,
gonna
they
go on the
also do
ground.
other drinks. They do beverages as
Ah.
well.
Oh, there's a special stout.
Thank you, David.
don't know.
Thanks, Simon.
Susie, we found something called Cascade Special Stout.
Cascade Special Stout.
It seems to be their signature, one of their signature beers.
Right, there's a tour thing. No, I don't want to go.
No.
Shall I go in here?
Yeah, we're still looking for the oldest still, the bit that contains the oldest still.
I think I'm inside the brewery.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Hello, can I ask you some questions?
Certainly.
What's your name?
Roger.
Roger. Now, what do I need to ask Roger? Do I need to ask him about the oldest?
The oldest still.
Or about porter as well.
Yeah.
Where's the oldest still here?
Eldest still.
It's a bit confusing.
Still?
What's a porter?
Porter's a kind of beer.
It's a kind of beer.
Yeah. It's
And
a
is
dark
that-
beer.
A dark beer. And is that made here?
We don't make a porter, but we do make a stout, which is a dark beer.
Right. And where would I find that?
You need to find out some
yeah.
more about this stout. You found that
down
Yes.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Down the bottom?
Yes.
Where is it?
Thank you.
Wait, hold on.
Boats.
What's
I'm
this?
not sure that I'm really
Cascade
getting anywhere
Export
here.
Stout.
Cascade
It does look like
Export
Guinness,
Stout.
Yes, it does.
Right, what I'm doing is I'm running down to find these kegs of beer.
Okay.
It's their stout.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not a porter.
No, it's a stout.
So,
Yeah.
Cascade
But you need to walk
Draft.
inside somewhere to discover it.
I'm inside. I am inside the building.
Is there any sort of
Right, let me talk to you. Hang on, let me
Okay.
just tell you
Susie.
what I can see. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be bossy. I can see Cascade Pale Ale, sparkling, right?
No.
Cascade Export Stout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stronger.
That one.
That's
Yeah.
a form of
Not-
porter.
Or there's Cascade Draft or Cascade Premium Lager. So the Export Stout, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stout, yes.
Right, now there's about 5 million trillion...
Okay.
Ah.
Is there anything you can?
Ah!
Is there anything you can walk inside?
I've got it!
You've got it.
You've got it.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Well, Susie,
Woo!
you can tell us how you got it in a minute, but
Yes.
now read out clue 3, because we're not stopping the clock at this point till after clue 3.
Well done,
That's another
Susie.
£200.
It was in the stack of kegs. There you go.
Brilliant.
Of
Well
those.
done, Susie.
Right.
Excellent.
Here we go. Clue 3 then.
Okay.
Head back to an electric head and listen for Bacall's voice. Adventure below 66 degrees, where it's 5 degrees below.
Okay, head back to an electric head and listen for Bacall's voice. Adventure below 66.5 degrees. I think you left the half out. Where it's 5 degrees below. I don't know if that's significant.
Okay.
Head back to an electric head.
Right. Well,
Right,
I reckon
so,
we need
Susie,
to go.
we've got her at the
I reckon
Cascade.
immediately we need to go east if we're heading back.
What is
Right,
an
let's
electric
go back to the
head?
heli. Head back to an electric
back
head.
to an electric
That's
head.
like a shaver,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, totally stuck on that one.
Shaving.
Electric head.
I'm sure it's not that at all.
You never know.
There's dogs everywhere around
Better
here.
guess than anything we've had.
Oh,
Head back to an electric head and listen for
Electric
Bacall's
head.
voice.
Hold on. Oh no. it's a-
okay, then let me get.
Well, Susie,
It's a picnic table, not a hydroelectric dam, isn't it?
well, Susie, you got back to the helicopter.
Yeah, I'm back in the heli.
Excellent. Right. Well,
Okay.
listen, we can capitalise
Okay,
on
guys.
the good work you've done, because I can tell you, you're a couple of minutes ahead.
Brilliant.
So if we
Well
can
done,
keep, if we
Susie.
can keep this going, you don't want to lose it now. If we can keep this going, you'll be well set for the
How
last
much
couple of
ahead?
clues. 2 minutes, Susie. You've done brilliantly for us. It's probably because you
Wow,
don't like
that's
that kind of Guinness. You didn't stay back and try and sample any of the wares.
I know.
You could bring
I've
me
got
back
2
a can
minutes.
or
Shall I
two,
get
though.
back? I've got time for a quick pint.
I don't know if it'll travel a few thousand miles back here, but
Right,
if you
what do we
could,
need
I'd
to
be
do?
most
Where do you want
appreciative.
us to head?
Right, head back to an electric head
We'll head back in the direction you came from to begin with. Other than that, we're stuck at the moment.
and listen for Bacall's voice.
Listen
Okay.
for Bacall's
So-
voice.
We need to head back to where we just came from. So sort of hover
Well, it came
around.
from Sandy
Came
Bay.
Please,
Sandy
David, that'd be
Bay,
good.
Bacall's
do you think,
voice. Lauren.
Let's have a look at the map.
Lauren Bacall,
Lauren
married to
Bacall,
Humphrey
what about her
Bogart.
voice? She's got to listen for something. Is there a sound anywhere along
Electric head.
Right, a sound.
That's got to be some sort of point
the?
of
Well,
a-
actually, we're going too far ahead because we've got to get
Yeah,
to
let's.
electric head.
Exactly. I was just going to say that, Steve. Let's.
Sorry.
First
Let me
things
do your job
first.
for you.
It's your job.
Electric head.
Electric head.
Okay.
electric
We've got to
head.
crack this one.
Waterworks then, no. Waterworks.
Waterworks. No, well, that's a bit Monopoly-esque, yeah.
Yeah,
Waterworks, electricity.
Oh! Is it something to do with the battery?
Oh, it could be. Battery point.
Battery point.
Yes, electric head. Well done,
points
Susie.
ahead.
You're good at this. Have you done it before?
Yeah, I
I
wonder.
want 50%.
Did you go to Battery
I'm not
Head?
taking
It's
any less.
battery point is east and slightly
It's
north
nice to
of never east
Battery point, please, David.
and slightly north of Sandy Bay and it's on the coast again.
OK.
And then we need to listen for Bacall's voice.
So we've got that.
I think-
Right,
Yeah.
back
Got
to an
anything in
electric
there?
head and
Battery
listen for
Point
Bacall's
is just
voice.
south of...
Let's find something about this
main
battery
town.
point then.
And there's a park there. A beautiful park.
What have you found there?
It's very
No, I was
close
just looking
to
at Lauren Bacall, just in
Salamanca
case it said
Place.
anything
Well,
that
anything
jumped
about
It holds
Bacall?
a really beautiful little
Could be significant.
market.
You never know in this game.
I can't see anything to do with her voice.
What does it say anything about her voice or anything like that?
No, slinky, sultry and sensational, but that's
Well,
about it.
Enough about you, Janet. Let's get on to Lauren.
So we're going to Battery Point. David,
Yes.
where can we land?
Oh, we can land very close to battery point.
We need to get some more about battery point.
Here for Bacall's voice.
Right.
Yep.
OK, David says we can land fairly close, boys and girls.
OK.
Sorry, Janet.
We're just trying to we're just trying to work out this Bacall's voice
what are
reference
them
for you, Susie. Susie, you got any ideas about Lauren Bacall?
Do I have to solve everything for you?
Yeah.
No, not really. Listen for Bacall's voice.
She didn't sing, did she? No.
Lauren Bacall. Bacall's
She did whistle, didn't she?
What was she famous for saying? Anything? Not really.
If you need me-
Being very
American
beautiful.
actress. She started modelling in
It says she was
1941.
husky voice.
Ah, hold on, Janet. What's that?
Husky voice.
Husky voice, which is
I don't know.
It's maybe one of her films.
Her bedroom eyes and husky voice result in a sultry aura that was touted in promotional campaigns as the look.
Oh.
She fell in love with Bogart.
She did.
She made
Bogart
a
was a
stunning
keen
comeback.
sailor.
Her career was
Look how lovely it
revitalised.
is here. It's so gorgeous.
Right.
It'd be even better if the sun came out.
Listen for Bacall's voice.
Nice
Adventure
place to
below
live. Apparently,
66.5
Tanzania is
degrees
supposed to have some of the
degrees
cleanest
below.
air
Something to do with
in
husky
the world.
then. Listen for Bacall's voice. Husky. Where's our rough guide to Australia? Let's have a look in here.
Let's see here. Look, Battery Point was originally the site of a gun battery.
Battery
Right.
Point.
Battery.
What
so
about
obviously
adventure
defensive
below
there.
66 degrees?
Anything more
What have you got
local?
for that?
Hobart's historic places. I'm not convinced it's in
Bit of a bad
Hobart,
hair
is
day
it?
today. Janet,
Yeah?
any ideas on the adventure below 66 degrees?
No, is that something on the map? 66 degrees.
66.5 degrees.
66.5
5
degrees.
below.
I think it's a map reference.
Just flying around Battery Point now. So we've got... This is what I was just talking about earlier, where the
Actually, 16, is that one of
little
the
harbour is by
tropics?
Salamanca Place.
Is that, no, that's not far enough. Is that the Antarctic Circle then?
Right, Antarctic Circle.
To do with, oh, there was
Ah, yes.
Oh, have you got something?
Stand you in good stead, mate.
Susie,
Yes.
we think you've got to, when you get to Battery Point, you've got to go to the Antarctic Adventure.
Have
There's a
I?
centre there.
Well, it says adventure below 66.5 degrees, and 66.5 degrees is the Antarctic Circle,
right.
where it's 5 degrees.
Antarctic.
Yeah. So the Antarctic Adventure is along Prince's Wharf to the west of Battery Point.
Antarctic.
I know the head teacher's coming out in Steve here.
Yeah.
On our map, they've misspelt
They misspelled
Antarctic.
Antarctic.
He's shocked.
This is Antarctica.
Oh,
Feel
lovely.
the excitement.
Oh, what do you think,
Right.
Janet?
Anything where it's
Tell-
5 degrees below.
Tell Susie.
I expect it will be.
Antarctic.
Well, it looks like it's all fairly cold. Oh,
So,
here we are.
I'm looking for an Antarctic adventure.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'll come and join
No,
you.
am I?
You
I
probably
don't
want
know.
a bath
Yeah.
with Amundsen.
Yes,
Probably got
Antarctic
his bath
adventure.
there. We found an Antarctic adventure. It must
Step-
be a
Oh, yeah.
centre, I suppose.
Step from the warmth of the
Antarctic.
centre into a
What's the
minus
police in it?
5
Should I ask
degrees
him?
blizzard in the cold experience.
Antarctic.
Susie, you need, when you get into the Antarctic Adventure, you
I'm
need
going
to...
to ask this.
You,
Yeah, go on.
you need to
Yeah.
go to the cold experience.
The cold room.
Have you got your thermals with you?
The cold room.
The cold room.
The cold room.
entry
Susie.
there.
Can you tell
So
me
you-
where the cold? Sorry.
When you
no.
get, when you get to the entry,
Can you tell me where the cold room is?
Oh, gee.
Is it around here?
It might be over that way somewhere,
Yeah.
yeah. But if you go in that general direction and
Yeah.
ask somebody further down there, you should be right.
Don't
You probably
know.
suit yourself if you go down there.
Okay, thank you.
All
What's
right.
your name?
Castle Rowley.
We got
Thank you
anything?
very
Just wondering
much.
about this Bacall's voice.
Very nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't.
So, okay, so
Antarctic.
tell me again. I've got to find
The cold room.
the
cold room. Yeah.
He said it was over here, didn't
Have
he?
you got in there yet?
No, hang on. Easy
No,
tiger.
sorry, I meant into
Easy
the Antarctic
Tasmanian
You're
tiger.
wrapped up.
Let's just.
Of course, Bacall's voice,
Hang on a
husky.
minute.
Huskies
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what pulled the sleds
Make sure they
around,
can-
did all the work.
The cold room. No, I'm in Salamanca Place.
Right. Salamanca Place.
So, oh, right, I can see it on the map here.
Oh, OK. Oh, well, you've possibly gone too far for the Antarctic adventure, then.
Oh, my goodness.
Have I? Have you got... Can you see it on your map?
Yes.
Tell me some streets or something.
Yeah, the leaflet map.
Where's the leaflet map?
Oh, OK. Oh, hold on. No, we think you're possibly... No, you're all right. Salamanca Place, Antarctic adventure should be up on your left.
OK.
Let me ask some people. Hello? Do you know where the Antarctic adventure is?
Yes. It's this map.
Right, on the left-hand side?
Take it
Thank
back.
you very much. Fantastic. I think I
Spell
might
it
have
like that at your school,
found
would
it.
they?
Yes, they would.
Morning.
They're listening.
Hello.
Oh, bother.
They won't now.
I think it's here on the left, here. Yes, this is it. So, thank you very much.
Susie, what have you found?
Antarctic adventure.
That's a good start, then.
You're a wonderful human person.
That policeman was bang on.
If in doubt, ask a policeman.
Exactly. He was very nice as well, Dermot.
Are they getting younger in Australia as well?
Oh, yes. No, it's just that I'm getting older. Everybody seems to be getting younger. Oh, hang on. There's some dogs here.
Are they huskies?
Yes, huskies.
Oh, that's Lauren Bacall's voice.
Ask what?
We've worked
Bacall's
that out.
voice is husky.
Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall had a husky voice,
of course,
hence the
husky.
huskies.
Yeah.
Well done. No, so
You need to go into
Hello?
the adventure.
Into the adventure centre and find the cold...
The cold room.
The cold
Yeah,
room.
as you get into the entry, you have to go left
Thank you.
through the
huskies.
through the biological web of life.
Oh, don't want to be stepping on that.
No, it's a family
I
programme.
don't think it's a real web.
In here.
Well, there's the blizzard experience as well, Susie, if you
Hello.
fancy it.
So, right, I'm inside now.
Right.
I can see a whale. Oh,
That was all.
What is it?
That's the last
Previous clue.
that's the... I'm a clue behind here.
Yeah.
So what-
Cold room we want.
Cold room. Is it cold room through here?
Where it is, Janet, it is 5 degrees below, isn't it?
Yes,
Is that
it
the
says
point?
5 degrees.
Thank you. Right, let's go. Cold room. It's a bit dark in here. Can you
Antarctica
see,
is the
boy?
windiest, driest and coldest continent.
Am I in the... Is this the cold room? What? So I can see penguins.
It's cold.
Is that the Penguin Theatre?
Penguins.
Keep going round.
Well, you're
Keep-
navigating around, are you?
What? So...
Clockwise.
Just
I
there's
imagine.
lots of different ways.
Oh,
What
are
am I
they-
looking for?
You're looking for the cold
The
room.
cold
If
room.
you've just passed penguins, it might be ahead of you and slightly to the right.
Oh, I'm not doing very well, am I?
No, you're doing
Cold.
fine. You
Ice
keep going,
cold.
girl.
Cold experience.
Cold
I'm in.
experience,
done.
right, get in there.
Get in there.
I'm in. Let's go.
And it'll be there
Oh,
somewhere.
it's cold.
How cold? Yeah.
It's -5.
You don't want to be wearing your thongs in
Right,
there.
I'm in the cold room. You've gone. Oh no, I've got no help.
It's there.
What? Where it's 5 degrees below. Simon, Guy, you've got to help me.
Thermometer,
Thermometer
we're
or
thinking
anything?
thermometer, it's cold. There's something there that registers
Yeah.
it.
Through here.
Is
5
it?
degrees
Susie,
below,
describe it
maybe.
for us. How large is it?
How big's the room?
No, it's warm out there. 5 degrees. It's got to be in here somewhere then.
Okay.
Is there snow and ice and things like that there?
I've got a clue, is there?
There's no. That's as far as we go. 5 degrees below in the
Have I
cold room.
got to...
Is it just
Well,
like
snow.
like a big fridge?
Do you think I should dig?
Is there
Is there something
snow?
to dig in?
It could be anywhere.
It says 5 degrees below, so it could be below
5 degrees
something.
below could refer to, yes.
Could be below something.
As well as the
hang on,
temperature,
it's
it could
got by
refer...
the flags, isn't it? Oh, yay! Hooray! Stop the
Found it.
clock!
Stop the
Yes,
clock,
well done.
Susie. Now I've got time to breathe.
Excellent.
Should I go outside so I can hear
Yeah,
you properly? That might be
well
good.
done, Susie.
Yeah, excellent.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, Susie. Where did you find it?
I had to dig where the flags were in the snow.
Oh, well
And I
done.
found it in there.
Excellent.
Amundsen's flag, or just...
Yeah.
Was it next to his bath?
Oh, it was his flag. With the old South Pole thing. Excellent.
OK, Janet, Steve, you've won another £300, put together with the £300 you've already got. That's 600. Your time's not going too badly either. You're just 4 seconds over, so really on time. Give or take those 4 seconds. Susie's been doing us proud.
Yep.
Now, Susie, I believe you've got your breath back, of course. You've repositioned, haven't you? Where have you ended up now?
Well, I've come away from that Antarctic experience to show you this. We're at Shark Point, which is 10 miles northeast of Hobart. Now, if you went
Just gonna
directly
find you.
south from here,
Yeah.
OK, only 1,250 miles, you would actually find the Antarctic, the coldest and windiest place on the planet. so I'm glad I'm not there now.
We're just going to find you,
In front of
Suzi.
me.
We're just
It's where
trying to
it's
find you.
It's a breeding ground for sharks,
Shark
which is why
Point.
it's called
Got it.
Ta-da, Shark Point. And oyster farms all over there. You can probably just see those behind me. And also there's walnut farms here too. So a bit of a strange combination, but that's where we are.
Ooh, I wonder where you might end up, Suzi. Shall we start the clock and get ahead with clue number 4? And remember, Janet and Steve, the clock does not stop again.
Right.
It's till this game is over.
No pressure.
OK, Suzi, can we read out clue number 4?
Absolutely, here we go. In Virginia's capital, Grover the flagellator is haunting. Act like the billy goat's gruff, then make for the dicky seat.
In Virginia's capital, Grover the flagellator is haunting. Act like the billy goat's gruff, then make for the dicky seat.
Right.
Bet you're
Careful not
worried
to
hearing
stand
that
in
one,
the manure,
Suzi.
boys.
Virginia's capital
Virginia's
is
What was that,
Richmond.
Dermot?
Ah,
So we need to go
Absolutely.
north-west. We need to head northwest, Suzi.
just talk
Yes,
us through how
indeed.
you got that, Steve.
Virginia's capital is Richmond,
Yes, it is.
and there's this a very small place by the looks of it, Richmond, which is northwest of you.
Can we get to Richmond, please, David? Thank you.
Virginia,
That was easy,
USA,
wasn't
so the American
Oh, I
state,
hope so,
right,
or
yes,
else
yeah.
maybe...
it? Right, well, we're
No,
heading
right.
to Richmond.
Right, OK, let's work away at it. Then you've got Richmond. Grover the flagellator
OK.
is haunting. Now, we need to find something about
I'm just going to rationalise my books.
somebody or something called Grover.
Right, I'm going
Who
to
knows
look
what he
up... I
got
know
up
what a flagellator is, something to do with a whip, isn't it? Not that I
Exactly.
know
No.
anything about that
You
sort
know
of
that,
thing.
Steve. Yeah.
Children are watching.
Got thongs and whips in this, haven't
No.
Is Grover...
Tasmania used to be called...
He's somebody out of the Muppets, but I
Yeah.
don't think that counts.
Grover, yes, we were doing a bit of Simpsons earlier, weren't we? So
Anyway, I'll just let them work it out for a minute. Yeah, so it used to be called Van Diemen's Land because Abel Tasman was the first European to come here, and he named it after his boss, Van Diemen. And it was years later that it was actually called Tasmania, obviously after Abel Tasman. And there did used to be a bridge from Tasmania to the mainland, Australia, but I think it's supposed to have disappeared about 12,000 years ago, so quite a long time ago. It's been an island for a long time.
Grover the
And it's very
flagellator is
beautiful.
haunting.
Don't
Act
you
like
think?
the billy goat's gruff, then make for the dicky seat. Now, you've got 3 kids, Janet. What did the billy goat's gruff do?
They went trip-trap,
Trip,
trip-trap,
trap, trip
trip-trap.
over a bridge. Yes.
Yes, I think we all know that
Janet?
story very well, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, Susie.
Janet, what have you got so far then?
Nothing.
We've got Richmond.
We've got Richmond. Yes.
Nothing.
Well, we
need-
know that Steve has found, knows that flagellation involves whips.
We think.
Aha.
Well, we're heading towards Richmond now.
OK.
We're just going to show you a little bit more. What's that, David?
Act like the billy
Oh,
goat's
that's the
gruff, then
walnut
make for the
farm.
dicky seat. Well, that can come later. Grover the flagellator.
Oh.
We need to find something
Yeah.
about Grover
There you
the
go.
flagellator.
So if you've never seen a walnut farm before, you have now.
What have we got here? This is all about
I
historic
don't think we'll
Richmond.
be able to actually spot any
They've
sharks.
got a jail there, Richmond Jail. Historic site,
Probably a
solitary
good thing,
confinement
really.
cells, lovely
But an
punishment cells.
interesting place.
Flogging yard and privy. What
Oh,
about that?
flogging yard. Sounds interesting. Then I found nothing over there.
OK. Well, the other thing is, act like the billy goat's gruff, trip-trapping over a bridge.
OK, have we got a picture of
Steve.
Richmond anyway? Hello? How you doing?
What do you... Yeah, very well, thank you very much.
Good.
What do you think then? Grover the flagellator is haunting me.
Well, we've found a Richmond jail, which is a historic site. So we reckon you ought to head for there.
Well, hold on a minute. Let's be careful here.
OK, let's be careful here. Listen
Like
to
the
Dermot, not
well,
me.
I don't know. I just think, you know, Billy Goat's gruff. We were discussing that. They went trip-trapping over a bridge, didn't they?
Yes.
Which the troll was under.
Yes.
Maybe we've got whips and trolls
Oh, there's
here.
a Richmond Bridge, 1823.
Oh, there we are.
Richmond, there's a cemetery. I'm sure we're
There is
going
a cemetery, yeah, and it's next to Richmond Bridge.
I can see the jail on my map. Is that where you want me to go? Or not?
Well, Grover the flagellator is haunting.
Yes.
And act like the billy goat's gruff means you've got to go over the bridge. So we wonder if... Do you reckon there's a Richmond Bridge?
Yeah, well, I should think
So we think you need to... Once you get there, you need to go over Richmond Bridge.
Do I need to land at Richmond Bridge, though?
We would think so, Susie, yeah.
Yeah.
As close as you can, then make for the dicky seat.
We'll ignore the
Oh,
flagellation.
Here we are.
Well, we need to find something about
Richmond
Grover.
Bridge was
Right.
built using convict labour. Everyone has heard the story of George Grover, the wicked flagellator,
Fantastic.
who used to beat the convicts as they collected the stone from Butcher's Hill Quarry.
And what's
And
it to do with the bridge?
His brother Charles, who was a... No.
But it was built using convict labour.
Yeah, so we do need to go to the bridge, Susie.
The bridge was built by the convicts.
Oh, yes, and his ghost is said to haunt the bridge.
Lovely.
That's it, you've got
Brilliant.
it. Right, OK. So Grover the Flagellator is haunting.
So you're going to Richmond Bridge.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Excellent.
And the Billy Goats crossed the bridge, didn't they?
Yes.
And you need to make for the dicky seat.
Is it dicky
what's in
seat?
it?
That's something in the back of a
look that
car.
up.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's an old car there that you need to find.
An old car?
Yeah, because the dicky seat's the back of a car, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
This is written by
What are you inferring?
Granny Jones.
In an old-fashioned...
Why is it called the dicky seat, though?
It was. I don't know why.
Justice,
Because you always
We
felt
don't know.
sick when you sat in it. I've no idea.
You've no
Don't
idea.
ask stupid questions.
You can see the teacher in him here. He won't be stumped for an answer, is he? Sir,
I can
sir,
bluff.
why is it called a dicky
Bluff
seat?
with the best of them.
I know.
How do you know it's called the dicky seat, though?
How do I know?
Because it is.
Yeah.
Just one of those things you know.
Why have you spent a lot of
Let's
time
have a
on the
look.
back
Why are we
seat?
looking
of
at
the
Spent a lot of
car?
time.
Susie, I'm going to clear this all up for us.
Inane things.
I'm getting the dictionary and I'm going to look at Dickey, D-I-C-K-E-Y.
Yes, you should.
And then we will know. And then Steve can go back to school and say with
And
some
tell
authority
everyone.
why he knows. Right, Dickey.
Now
D-I-C.
then, just coming into presumably Richmond here.
Yeah.
It's a
Right,
very
Dicky,
soft
right, here we
and
are.
villagey type place. There's a bridge, yes, I can definitely see a
Lovely.
bridge. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 arches.
Okay, well, you've got to cross.
So we're gonna land.
Yeah, land as close as you can. And
Land
then
as close
cross
as you
it.
can and go across it.
Looks like a school.
Right,
we're landing on.
here, just for this next part of the clue, the much discussed Dickey seat. It's the driver's seat in a carriage.
Oh,
so it could be a
okay.
horse and carriage there. A seat for servants at the
See?
back of a carriage, or indeed, Steve, you're right, a folding seat at the back of a motor car, but it could be a carriage as well.
So
Okay.
Okay.
And the front is the driver's seat, you say? Front seat.
the driver's seat of a carriage.
Or a seat for servants at the back of a carriage.
Oh, so it is the back seat of the carriage.
Yeah, if you could find a carriage, that would be really handy.
Can you
I can find the what?
A carriage.
can you see anything like that, Susie? Lurking on the bridge or at the end of it?
Or an old-fashioned car.
No, I can't see anything like that at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I'll just get out here and go over the bridge and see what I can find. Shall I?
Okay, that would be great.
There's a little,
Bridge up there.
Yeah, there's a little map there.
What's number
but
43 and 44?
Well, 43's
So
the
this
bridge,
Grover the
44 is Mill House, former steam mill.
No, I think we're all right with the bridge, but this Grover the Flagellator, he was, what, some kind of prison guard, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
sounds like
Yeah.
George
Overzealous with the
Grover.
whip.
I
Everyone
can't really
has his
see a
story.
carriage.
Yeah, everyone in
Yes,
Richmond.
they do.
So they went a long way from there.
Everyone in
It's
the
the
Grover
oldest
family.
bridge in Australia.
Okay, Susie, what have you seen?
It's built in 1823 AD.
Yes.
Bridge.
Yeah.
By
Did you know that?
convicts.
By convicts.
Oh, you already had that, sorry.
Yeah, most things in Tasmania will have been built by convicts.
Yes, yeah. Just reading here, actually, interestingly, there
Should
were
I-
free settlers as well who were given lots of land and to use 6 bushels of wheat,
Hello.
Hello.
clothing, garden seeds,
Hello.
and 2 convict
Um,
labourers.
Oh, she's not talking
Do you
to me
think
again.
that I should go hello,
keep doing
over
that,
the
Steve, don't
bridge?
Over the bridge,
Or not?
yes.
Over the bridge.
Yes. Over it.
Over the bridge.
Act like
Right,
the
I'll
Billy
do
Goat's
that.
gruff.
Trip, trap,
And
trip,
can you
trap,
go
trip,
trip,
trap.
trip, trap, yep.
Susie,
Yes.
watch out for the troll.
Do I have to pay him some money?
No, you just have to say, eat the next person coming over there fatter than me.
The troll, not the toll.
Oh, it's my... Oh, I can see a carriage over there.
Yes, go for
Right,
it.
go for it. Now, listen, I think we need to
Excellent.
get a move on here. I
Yes.
just sense
We
we're,
need to-
we're losing time here.
Look for the
Oh, look.
Look for the
They're
dicky
off
seat.
right and some are off.
look in the driver's seat first, and then go to the servant's seat at the back.
Right, Liz.
Driver's seat first, okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just running down the steps.
Susie, I think we're about 30 seconds over already. We really need to get this
Oh.
clue and crack on.
Okay,
Just over a
okay,
couple of
okay.
minutes to go.
Okay.
Dicky seat.
Come on.
That's her shouting.
Oh.
Cameraman.
It's an old
Not you,
carriage.
You respond. Yeah.
With a beautiful Shire horse.
Right. Well, it's not the horse, it's the seat we're interested in.
Oh, it's noisy. Ducks. Right. Hello.
Just under 2 minutes.
What's your name?
Michael.
Michael.
Don't answer that, Steve.
Is this a dicky seat?
2 minutes left,
Is
Susie.
that the dicky seat?
Which one?
In fact, is this it?
No, that's not a Dickey
Is that
seat.
it?
No,
Any
that's
sign
not
of
it
clue?
either.
Is it? Is this it?
I think that's it,
I've got it,
yeah.
I've got it,
2
I've
minutes
got
to the
it.
end of the game. Right, read it out straight away. Let's go.
Found it?
Okay.
Come on.
Take steps where?
Take steps
around
s-
Palm 23's pasture.
Okay.
The original old Jew of a twisted tail has withheld. What's cooking?
Take steps where?
Okay.
Around Psalm 23's pasture. The original old Jew of a twisted tail was withheld. What's cooking? 90 seconds left.
What do you think? Quick!
Take steps. Take
Okay,
steps.
take steps. Are there any steps there?
Any steps?
Steps up,
Up,
here.
down.
Are there any steps?
Yes, I'm going up.
Okay. Psalm 23.
Psalm 23. Psalm 23's pasture.
The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me in
Green pastures.
Green pastures. Right.
Green pastures.
A green.
Yeah.
Take steps to a green. The original old Jew of a twisted tail was withheld.
Merchant of Venice. No.
Merchant of Venice. Was that Shylock?
Shylock.
Of a twisted tail.
Of a twisted tail.
Twist.
Where are we going then?
Janet, twist.
Here. Up here. There's
Oliver Twist.
Oliver
Oliver
Twist.
Twist.
Something-
Oh,
Doing
Shylock.
that.
Shylock.
No,
that's
Fagin.
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 I'm on
45
the green.
seconds left.
There's something to do with Fagin
Teddy's
there.
on the... Fagin!
Fagin.
I saw something about Fagin up here. First Fagin, there's a book there. The true story of
Fagin.
Key
first
Solomon.
The true story of Ike Solomon.
Is something to do with...
30 seconds, Susie.
What's cooking? Ike Solomon's notorious receiver of stolen goods. Trial at the Old
Police.
Bailey.
There's
Anything to do with this chap called Solomon? What's cooking? What's
Solomon.
cooking?
What's cooking?
A pot,
Is there anything cooking?
Solomon.
kitchen, 15 seconds.
What's...
Got any?
Police station! Police station!
10.
No. Okay, well, you got the police.
this?
5
Is there a
seconds.
barbecue there? Can you see
No.
a barbecue?
There's always a barbecue.
Barbecue!
Just past you on the police
Time
station.
is up.
Oh, well done,
no,
Susie.
Susie.
Unlucky.
So close. Susie, do you want
No.
to keep
Take
going?
a breather.
Let's keep going and find out where this darn thing was. You did very well there with 90 seconds left. We to do the whole clue.
Oh.
Something to do with the jail. Is the jail near
Yeah.
there?
Hang on, what's it?
Maybe the jail's up there.
Richmond Jail.
Ah, it's Richmond Jail. It is the jail.
Hello, is there a cookhouse here or something?
Oh. Over to the top
What's that,
side.
Susie?
Oh, no, yeah, opposite
Right, let me...
with the cookhouse.
Thank you.
See.
Let me tell you then what I'm doing. I'm in Richmond Jail,
Okay.
and the cookhouse is through here.
Yeah.
Right.
In here.
Bet that's where it is.
And then what
And
though?
what's cooking? Is there anything cooking?
A big pot, anything like
Can you
that.
put your hand in as boiling water or anything? No, don't do that.
Oven. There's a baker's oven in the wall. And here it is.
Oh.
Oh, it's in the baker's oven in the wall of the cookhouse at Richmond Jail.
Richmond Jail.
Just
there you
next
go.
next to men's solitary, which is where we should be going for being so bad.
Oh dear. And Ike Solomon was presumably one of the inmates of that jail. He was.
Yep.
He was a transportee,
Yeah,
wasn't he? He was
that's right.
transported from the UK, and as I say, Charles
Ike
Dickens based
Solomon's
Fagin on
picture
him.
of him here. The Fagin of London, ? And Javelin Man at Richmond Jail.
Yeah.
Ike Solomon's.
Oh, it says Javelin Man here. But
So
doesn't seem to.
sorry.
But listen, you've won £1,000. I hope you've had a good
We've
day.
had an amazing time. It's been really good.
Thanks very much for being such good
Thanks,
sports.
Dermot.
And that's it from Tasmania tonight. Do join us next time for another day in the skies. For now, goodbye.
Goodbye from your little Tasmanian devil. See you next time.
And Dermot and Susie are in America next Saturday at 6. Back to tonight and on the way next on BBC Two, The Great War.